What's good, YouTube? It's COZUNON, cozunon, and a little bit late this time, but it's another pickup video. It's that time once again. Man, it's that time once again to do a pickup video. And this one's a little bit late. Trying to hold this off as long as I could because Brother Billy really wanted to do this one with me. The last two pickup videos, he hasn't been in on it, and he's kind of accumulated quite a bit. But I held off as long as I could. I can't hold off any longer. I got to get this up. So I'm going to do mine, and then hopefully in a couple days, me and Brother Billy, our schedules will be good, and we can I can do his separately. But this is my pickups for last month. And I'm just going to jump in this, people. We jumping in this. We jumping in it. Here we go. Tomb Raider. Never seen this movie. Never seen any of the Tomb Raider movies, but I wanted to pick it up. Trying to expand my DVD movie collection. So, here we go. And I actually watched it, and it wasn't too bad, I want to say. I did kind of like it. And it reminded me of kind of like a 90s kind of vibe feel. And it should have, because it was made back in 2000 after, the tail end of the 90s. One thing I had to pick up this month, definitely had to pick this up, and that's the Xbox 360 controller. Mine was about 5 years, and it was just gone. It got to a point when I wouldn't even have to hold a forward button, but it would slowly move itself forward until I pulled back on it. And I adjusted my way of playing to adapt to that. So, if I was doing like competitive modes, stop and then let it go up a little bit and then pull the trigger. So I had to get a new one because it got to a point when it wouldn't always go forward, or I'd be pressing forward, trying to run forward, like if I'm playing Skyrim or New Vegas, and he would stutter step. So this is actually inside of here is actually my old controller. I've had this thing, this has been beast mode for like 5 years now. So I definitely want to keep this. Going to go up on my wall someday. But yeah, had to pick it up. I do have the rechargeable battery pack, so I still have the AA batteries in there. Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Awesome. My one Sega Saturn game for this month is actually Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge. So now I got almost a whole set. All I need is number 3, and I'm going to have the whole set. Can't wait to get that one. 6. I say 6. Count them. 6. Doing this from the original Xbox. Huge fan of demo discs. I love demo discs to this day. Haven't really gone through these that much. Kind of just read up on them, but Dead or Alive Ultimate, awesome. Conquer Live and Reloaded, Star Wars Republic Commando, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Jade Empire, and Doom 3. So they have really stellar games on the front. So awesome. Can't wait to try these out. Just great to add to my collection. I did 2 Game Boy pickups for this month. And that's the WWF Superstars. Fuck yeah. I put this in my Game Boy player on my GameCube, and I just I picked the Ultimate Warrior. And loved every minute of it. Great game. Which leads me to the second Game Boy game, WCW, the main event. I remember seeing ads for this in comic books when I had that little scrawny guy with his hands either in his pocket or behind his back. I don't remember. But he was just laid out, and he was just standing there kind of shrugging, and had Sting laid out on the floor in front of him. I just thought that was awesome. See these right here. I went to Bookman's, love Bookman's, and I picked up a couple games there. And we'll go through those games. Picked up Shadow Blasters for the Sega Genesis. This game looked really awesome. Can't wait to play it. $8. And that's about the average one price. You can find it on eBay, but it looked really cool. Can't wait to try this one out. And Beavis and Butthead. This one I want to say was 6. Maybe it was 8. If this one was 8, then the other one was 6. So, but I think this was 6. And I've always wanted to play this game. Never had it until now. So, fucking awesome. And the last game I picked up when I was at Bookman's was Skate or Die for the NES boxed complete. And this one was only $6 for a box complete. And the box actually is not in that bad of damage. In that bad of shape. Really, it's got both the tabs, which after a while those are the things that go, and it's even got the registration card on the inside. We're giving away secrets. So, and it's actually, the game will still have its plastic bag around it too, so Awesome, great. I love NES titles, love boxed NES titles, and I'm glad this is in my collection. When I went to Bookman's, there was a Goodwill right next to it, so I was like, you know, let me stop in this Goodwill, see what they got's up in this motherfucker. This is in this motherfucker. And that's Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I own this game. I own it boxed complete, and that's what this is, boxed complete. But mine actually says not for resale. So this is the actual retail version, and I just want to add to my collection. For $3, couldn't go wrong. We'll go to my 360 games real quick. And all these games I picked up at the thrift store I always frequent. These were all $4 a piece. Bayonetta, boom, $4. Disney's Pixar Up. I always wanted to see this movie. I'm a kid at heart, people. What can I say? Always wanted to check it out, but never did. But now I'm going to play the game. And Dante's Inferno. I always wanted to try this. Same thing with Bayonetta. My brother Billy swears by that game. But I always wanted to try it. Never tried it. Picked it up for $4. You can't fucking beat that. In my original Xbox collection, I got King of Fighters. Picked this up for $8 off of eBay. $8. It was $7.99 plus $3.99 shipping and handling. So like 11 or whatever that it adds up to be. I'm not a mathematician, but awesome, super great fighting game. Love it, and it actually gave me the thing I like about it is it is complete, as you can see, but it's got a bunch of games on the back that I definitely want to pick up. So super stoked. And Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory Special Edition. I already own this game. Picked it up a couple pickup videos ago, but I just picked it up again. Fucking awesome. I'm going to jump right here. Samurai Showdown, complete in the box. Story behind this one, people. $28 I bought this for. And I found Samurai Showdown on eBay with the game, and it said it said original game, original box, and manual, and it was $8, and I won that bid. And when I got it, it was the original box, original game, and it had the manual, but it was a photocopy. Now, in the description, I did go back. It didn't say original. I just kind of assumed. And you know what they say about assuming. It makes an ass out of you and me. And me and the seller, I should say. So, I did find somebody selling the manual online. Maybe I'll post it up in the description below. Not too sure yet. But they wanted $40 for the Samurai Showdown Super Nintendo manual, and I'm like, $40, bro. Look, you want $2 shipping, I'll give you $4. You know, that's $6 for the manual. And he responded back, no, it's worth a lot more than that. No. And I responded back, I'm like, it's not worth more than that. I mean, I bought mine for $8 with the box and the game. I could buy the whole game, you know, starting bid at $12.50. And he goes, and he responded back, buy it from them. I don't like getting ripped off. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So I was like, no, you don't like getting ripped off, but you don't mind ripping people off. And then I typed in resellers. And this must have rubbed him the wrong way, because he wrote back to me. He wrote that he had looked it up, and it went from anywhere from $10, which I can quite honestly see it being worth $10, all the way up to $50, which I don't see it at all. And when I looked it up, I didn't see anything that's anywhere near $50. So he said, buy it from him. I don't like getting ripped off, and you're just going to sell it any way you know you are. I'm not a reseller, I'm a collector. So I went off and I bid on it, and my competitive nature took over. I had to own this complete because that dude rubbed me the wrong way, pissed me off. So I picked it up. I ended up winning the bid for $28, including shipping, just so I can have the whole complete one in the box. If you guys wonder what I did with the other one, I gave it to Brother Billy because he has it for the Sega Genesis but doesn't have the Super Nintendo. So he actually has the other copy that I did. I did 2 Wii pickups this month. Neither one of them were really great. Pac-Man Party, but it's got some great old school titles on here like the original Pac-Man, Dig Dug, and Galaga. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I picked this up. And then Wacky World of Sports. I bought this at GameStop for $9, $8.99, and it said it was pre-owned. So I'm like, my girl wanted it, so I'm like, we'll pick it up. And it was actually brand new. I opened it, of course, but they said since someone else turned it in, they have to charge the pre-owned price. So I got a brand new game for $9, even though it's probably not worth that much anyway. My first pickup, I actually ordered this last month, but it came in the beginning of this month, and it was a Sega CD bundle I got from eBay. First game was Ground Zero Texas, almost like kind of apocalyptic, kind of, you know, Fallout 3 before Fallout 3, and the case is kind of fucked up on that one. Brutal Paws of Fury. Now I already own this game for the Sega CD, but it came in the bundle. Sylphid, it's a space kind of simulator shooter, so it looks really awesome. And the reason why I wanted to get this set was the Amazing Spider-Man vs. Kingpin, and I paid a little bit over $17 for all these games after I won the bid. So super stoked to add these to my collection. Only one was a double, and I actually got to pick up the Amazing Spider-Man vs. Kingpin. Get my manuals out of the way real quick. Picked this up for $1 from the thrift store I always hit up, and it's Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. I'll go through those three that I picked up at that thrift store real quick. Castlevania, Laments of Innocence, and the last manual I picked up at this thrift store. These are all, like I said, $1 a piece. Is Kingdom Hearts, the official strategy guide. None of them are the collector's one that I like to collect, but for $1 a piece, I own all these games, so I'm not going to complain. Awesome deal. The other two manuals I got was actually Duke Nukem, Balls of Steel. I picked this up for $8 at Bookman's, same time when I bought the Beavis and Butthead, Shadow Blasters, and the other games. So awesome, love this. Oh, that's weird. But I own the game, and just to have the special edition guide for $8, can't go wrong with it. And the last game I picked up was last strategy guide I picked up was actually for Myst, and this was actually $1.99 at the Goodwill right next to Bookman's when I bought the Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. So I thought it was a really cool addition to my collection. I couldn't pass it up. Awesome deal. I thought this menu was actually going to be a lot bigger, but it's really small. But it's the Game Fans Super Puzzle Fighter 2, and it's still pretty cool. I got it for really cheap, and just another kind of Street Fighter puzzle fighter game or memorabilia to add to my collection. So love every minute of it. These sets I picked up at the thrift store I always go, and they're both really awesome deals, people. I'm going to go with this one first because these are the less stellar games. But I went there, and he had, let me open this up, this full of just random goodness. It's actually Game Boy Advance SP, and it's a lot better and nicer than the one I own. And it's the black SP, and this one actually looks a lot nicer than my silver one. The top is all like nice, a few minor scratches, but the one I own has a lot of major scratches in the top. Mine, the screen is fine, and this one's the screen is perfect on this one also. I turned it on, had to charge it at first, but comes on no problem. I'm going to go through the games real quick, then I'm going to tell you the price. None of the games were actually like super stellar or anything like super rare, but it looks like it actually probably belonged to like a little kid. But after you get here the price, you know, the price is definitely worth what I paid for it. It's Hot Wheels Velocity and World Race. It's one of those 2-pack games. And then again, I do have Hot Wheels Velocity. So this game is actually on the other one. So it's kind of almost like a double. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Yeah, Curse of the Black Pearl. And then I have Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Spy Kids 3D, the game. I think that was actually said Game Over. Yeah, Game Over. Game Over. Nicktoons Unite. And this is Scooby-Doo, Cyber Chase. Yeah, Cyber Chase and Mystery Mayhem, 2-pack in one. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Flying games. Super Hornet F8 18F. And Ace Combat Advance. And then I also got a couple Star Wars and Spider-Man games. A couple other Star Wars games. And that's Star Wars, The New Droid Army. I know you guys can't see this, but... And Star Wars Flight of the Falcon. And the two Spider-Man games was actually Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. It's a twofer again. And Ultimate Spider-Man. And the last two games that came with it, I actually had a couple cases left, and I made cases for them. And that's Lego Star Wars, the video game, in my custom case. I ordered more of these cases, so hopefully all these will be in the custom cases soon. And Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario World, Super Mario 3. So those were the games, 16 games in all. The black DS came with a charger and this bag for $7. So super stoked. I couldn't pass that up. Even just to get the Game Boy Advance SP for $7 is definitely worth it. And then this pack right here, this is awesome. This is another reason, like, nothing near as stellar as what I pulled last month, but this is still a really good deal. All these games I picked up for $1 each. And first one is Warhammer: Shadow of the Horned Bat. Never heard of this game. I didn't even know they made a Warhammer game for the PlayStation 1, but they did, and I own it. It's not worth very much, but that's like the less stellar title of my whole collection. Metal Gear Solid. It is a green label. I do have the black label, so this is like a double. But anytime I can get like another game like this for $1, it's definitely worth it. Resident Evil Director's Cut. This is another double I have. So now I have 2 Resident Evil 1s and 2 Resident Evil 3s for the PlayStation. Greatest hits, but for $1, I'm not going to complain. Final Fantasy Tactics. My brother Billy was kind of upset with this one again. He loves this game and can't believe I only picked it up for $1. Breath of Fire 4. My brother Billy, he was kind of jealous about that one too, but tried to downplay it, saying Breath of Fire 3 is better. I don't know why I tried to make him sound like Napoleon Dynamite, but I did. Chrono Cross. I know everyone loves Trigger, and they said like this isn't like a true sequel to it, but it's still almost like a sought-after game, and so I'm glad it's in my collection. Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, and Ark the Lad Collection. This is actually not the whole set, like it comes in a whole big set like my Lunar from last month, but it is all the discs are in there, but it's missing the whole box around. But for $1, I'm not going to complain. And then the last pickup was actually from eBay, and it's Brave Fencer Musashi. This is a game I've been looking to add to my collection for a while now, and now I own it again. What can you say? Love it. Anyway, YouTube, that's all my pickups. So till next time, stay up and game on.